Mr. Neiman?
Mr. Hill, this is my second ever Facebook Live, and once again I get to do it with you. I'm so excited.
Well, as am I. Hey, well listen, wall members, isn't that a weird thing to be calling us wall members? But we're excited just to come to you for just a brief few moments today and give you just a quick update on our elite qualifications for 2017. If I were to give you all of this right here, we would be here for a long, long time. But we're not going to
But actually,
do that.
not that much is changing.
But
we have made a couple changes that we think are good changes. Why don't you tell them about Elite first, Jeff?
Fantastic. So you may remember earlier on in the year as we looked at where we were as a company, what we were rewarding and what we were recognizing. One of the key pieces that we wanted to do was to focus more on the vital process and on attracting the right kind of people into the business that were going to come in as customers, have a great experience, and then convert it over to become productive coaches. And so as we looked at our programs, obviously Elite had no component embedded in that that allowed for a customer, rewarded customer enrollment and retention. And so we worked with the CAB, we worked with our team, did a lot of modeling, and what we decided to do was to put a component into the Elite piece that called for customer for bringing customers into the business.
Yeah, really for acquiring and working with, retaining those customers until they get results. And you know, Jeff, one of the reasons we thought it was so important that we put it into our Elite program is because what we know is that what the leaders do is what's followed by the people below them. And so we really felt that adding this customer component was critical.
Right. So what you're going to see, Michael's going to go through the components here, but what you need to know right out of the chutes on this is the number of Elite points required for 2017 to qualify remains at 135 points, but there is a new way to earn points. So you're going to be very familiar with all of the qualifications here, with the exception of this new piece that we're going to describe.
You know, I hope they can hear us. She's kind of far away, do you think?
They can read our lips.
Okay, good. So let me go through the Elite points. First of all, much of it hasn't changed at all. So it's still, to become an Elite coach in 2017, you still need 135 Elite points. And the three ways that you could earn Elite points before are still there. So we have increased ATV or incremental ATV. That's your advancement team volume, your 3 levels of personal sponsorship. And basically what we do is we look at your 2017 total, compare it to your 2016 total, and every incremental 10,000 points will earn you 1 Success Club point. And we should talk also at that point about the opportunity to increase your 2017 ATV with our ATV multiplier. So the way that works is that there is a requirement to become Elite, 135 points, plus I should have said that you have to be a paid 5-star diamond in the month of December 2017, and also you have to have advanced 2 personally sponsored diamonds by the end of 2017. That means they have to be a paid diamond in one of the bonus weeks ending that end in the month of December 2017. So 2 of those diamonds have to advance within that month. But if you advance 4 or 5 diamonds over the course of the year, and they are paid diamonds in that December 2017, will increase your 2017 ATV total by 10%. And if you advance 6 or more, we'll increase it by 20%. So that's a way for you to boost up that ATV, earn more points. And again, the ATV category, for every 10,000 incremental points, you get 1 Elite point. Next category, no changes. The personal volume from your personally sponsored coaches that you enroll in 2017. For every 500 points of personal volume that's accumulated amongst all of your new personally sponsored coaches, you'll earn 1 point. Next category, Success Club. Just as it was before, for every one of your personally sponsored coaches that enrolled either in 2016 or 2017 who qualify for a Success Club in any month, you will earn 1 point for each of those coaches that qualify for a Success Club. And if in that same month you qualify for a Success Club, we double it. So if you have 3 people in the month of January who were enrolled either in 2016 or 2017 who qualified for Success Club in January, and you qualified, you'd get a total of 6 points. Now, here's the new category, customer PV, very important. So now we're going to look at any new customers that you enroll in 2017. You get, for every 500 points of personal volume that those customers accumulate, you will get 1 point. Again, we'll look at all your customers that you enrolled in 2017, add up all their personal volume, or it's actually your personal volume that comes from those customers, divide it by 500, and that's how you'll earn points. Now, for all of those, there are minimums and maximum amount of points for each category, but you have a new way to earn points, which we're excited about, and goes along with the vital process.
And again, I think the good thing is that the number of total points required remains at 135 points.
That's right.
Okay? And so those are the requirements for qualifying for elite. Now, the question becomes is, there's an elite ranking, does that remain the same? We've added one additional component for elite ranking only.
So very important, listen to Jeff, because this is a change from last year in terms of how, so qualifying for elite is just as I described it. Now once you're qualified, we're going to talk about how you're ranked, and this will affect potentially the elite 10 and also who's in the top 200.
Right. So the same way as last year, again, except one of the pieces we also felt very strongly about is we recognize our top coaches, our elite coaches, and those ranking coaches, is that there's a leadership development portion of that we also felt was very, very key. And your ability as a leader to develop other leaders, that is the definition of leadership, from Star Diamond through 5-Star Diamond. And so what we are going to do this year, and again it's for ranking purposes only, any personally sponsored diamond who rank advances from Star Diamond up to Star Diamond through 5-Star Diamond, you will be awarded 25 additional elite points in that month, and then those will also be accumulated at the end of the year to determine total points. So
and again, Jeff, those don't get added to qualify for your 135 points. These are added only in terms of the ranking. So if, let's say, I have a personally sponsored that's a 3-Star Diamond coach and they advance to 5-Star over the course of the year, then I would get 50 more points added to my total in terms of calculating the ranking.
Exactly. And the question's already been asked by the CAB. What happens if if they began qualification in 2016 but they achieved it in 2017? Those would qualify for 2017. So,
and also there's one more way to earn some ranking points, some leadership points, and that is that we believe that our leadership ladder program is very important, particularly the team leader level. So every new personally sponsored team leader, so the first time, if they hit team leader for the first time in 2017, you can also earn an additional 25 points for those people as well. Now, just one more clarification on that in terms of coaches with multiple business centers. So, again, you get those 25 points added to you from your personally sponsored people, unless one of those personally sponsored people is your secondary business center. So then you don't get the 25 points for that. So just to be clear on that, you only get it for all of your personally sponsored coaches who are not you. Is a good way to think about it.
We are a well-oiled
Do you
machine.
like that?
Oh, I loved
So Jeff, I think when we look at this big long list, look at what Jeff has here, this big long list of all of our different qualification programs for the year. The only other significant change, and it's not really that significant.
Before you go there,
yeah.
So for clarity's sake, FAQs will be posted this afternoon within the next couple of hours. It will be FAQ 2017. If you rush to it right now, it won't be posted. So give it an hour or so, we believe, before that's posted, and it will have all of this information within that FAQ.
Yeah, and just going back to the elite program, we should say that the new customer points, those also apply to the Premier program as well. And the Premier program, aside from adding those points, nothing else has changed. You can still earn points from any of the category, and there are no caps on any category. But let's talk about the leadership retreat. Just a small little change there. You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so leadership retreat, we still have the 3 levels. You have to be a 5-star and a certain amount of Success Club points to get an invitation to come. You can earn more points and get your hotel paid for, and you can earn more points and get travel cash. The only difference this year is that in the past you had to be a paid 5-star diamond during the year. This time what we're saying is for that first category, just for getting the invitation to come, you need to be a lifetime 5-star diamond. So if you were a 5-star diamond in the past, and in 2017 you're currently only at a 4-star diamond, but you hit the minimum number of points, I think it's 20 points, you will be invited to go. Now the other 2 categories, to qualify for the hotel and the travel cash and to bring a guest, those you have to be a paid 5-star diamond in the year. And I believe the guest needs to be a diamond coach.
A personally sponsored, I believe, a star diamond. Now
Oh, now we're nervous.
Now
so
we're
check
nervous.
the FAQ. There's a little qualification on who the guest can be, so make sure you check the FAQ. So anything else, Jeff?
No, but let me just maybe put an emphasis on what you just said. So a couple things that are very nice about that is that with this new qualification, being a lifetime 5-star diamond, that will open the opportunity for more coaches to come to this. The other subtle change that we were confused on, but we'll get clarity and so will you, is from a guest policy standpoint. Before it was a member of your household who was building the business. Now this allows you to invite a personally sponsored, I believe it's Star Diamond
Star
coach.
Diamond
Star
coach,
Diamond
it says
coach.
right here.
Fantastic. A personally sponsored Star Diamond coach. So you can use that as an incentive for one of your coaches to get them to leadership with you and have that kind of experience. And that doesn't disqualify them from attending the NLC, the leadership conference either. But we think that's a great add to this year.
And we should also say that the guest can either be a Star Diamond or a spouse or partner or significant other in the same household who's running the business with you.
Exactly.
So I think that's it. So check out one more. I say
I know,
that's it,
I've got
and then
two-
you always have something else
I've got
to say,
2
Jeff.
more, Michael. So
It's the
here's
story of my life.
Here's,
He just goes on and on and on. Go ahead.
I'll be brief. There'll be PDFs, training guides, elite guides that the training team will be posting quickly for you, so you'll be able to see that. The other reminder simply is on Thursday we do have our wall call, Zoom call with Carl. Michael, that's a call that you're going to want to be part of. We need you as leaders to be on that call as well, and that's at noon Pacific on Thursday.
Yeah, and that one is really important because we're going to talk about an exciting new a part of 2017 that we're going to be launching. We're actually launching it on December 27th. And we want you to know about it before we launch it, but it could be big news for 2017. So make sure you tune in to that call.
All right. I think that doesn't, by the looks
Oh wait,
on
Jeff, one more thing. No, just kidding.
by the looks on Catherine's face, I think that
Her hands are tired from
getting
moving.
tired. So,
All right.
coaches, thank you for joining us. We appreciate all you do, and we'll press record on this so that you've got it for review.